Thanks for staying with us. Crime is rising in the Golden State, with the Second Amendment right being threatened. I spoke with political candidate Andrew Hayes about his vision to restore California of conservative values. Take a look. The crime specifically in Oakland has been on the rise. According to reports from the governor's office, violent crime in Oakland during 2023 alone increased from the previous year by 21%, with robberies rising 38% and auto thefts up nearly 50%. In terms of statistics, we've seen in San Diego specifically a decrease over the last 2 years, but it doesn't mean it will always be that way, especially with SB 2 briefly taking away those rights and virtually in every public place. So there's been several attacks on that Second Amendment right in California and nationwide. So for many incidents that do involve firearms, it's not the law-abiding citizens that have these guns and they're not wielding it in public. These are criminals that are going to commit these crimes whether you take away the right to bear arms or not. Law and order, it's dissipating in California. So how are you planning to counter this?
People want to be able to protect their families. And we have to be able to insert ourselves into the narrative and say, you know what? The bad people always get the gun. And you're saying to me that a good person who is willing to go through a process to get a CCW is going to abuse it? That's nonsense. So to me, it's about saying, no, let's empower you to get a CCW. If you've been a crime victim, if you've been, a witness to certain crimes, or if you have a community where there's full of homelessness screaming and yelling at you, you should be able to get, that should be cause. That should be cause. So we can work on changing cause. I want to look at what creates that, and that's a state law. Cause comes from state law. And so I want to make sure that local communities can push out as many CCWs as possible. And I will say that San Diego County has worked really hard to get CCWs for people. And so, our law enforcement here wants people to have CCWs. So San Diego County is a rare county in the state, but man, I would love to see more people be able to defend themselves and not reward the bad guy.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we appreciate your time, Andrew Hayes. You are the conservative for California State Assembly, and we thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.